bring in Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, how big of a threat to the Democrats is this anti-war left that suddenly woke up out of hibernation?
It's a very big threat. You see why. Hakeem Jeffries, AOC, these big stars in the Democratic Party don't know how to respond to them. They can't scream diversity, equity, inclusion when somebody's saying, why are you involving us more deeply in Ukraine? And look, I think it's not just young people, but the young people also who supported the Democrats by 28 points last fall in the midterms and supported Joe Biden by 26 points. They can absolutely bleed young voters by not getting a handle of this, Jesse, because young people are saying, look, we can open our hearts widely to Ukraine, but we don't need to open our wallets infinitely. You feel a lot of people on the right saying that as well, many libertarians saying we can't fund these endless wars, and what a difference it makes. Remember in the Trump-Pence administration when we had our NATO partners, our allies, paying more toward the common defense. Now, if you look at the charts, it's the U.S. footing most of the bill. The EU comes in second, but the EU is a lot of countries. Just the U.S. out there alone. So I think it's a problem for Joe Biden, particularly because he's been in Washington for 50 years, and he was chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee. He was the vice president for 8 years. He is seen not just as the Loch Ness monster of the swamp, but as somebody who is a, quote, warmonger. They look at Joe Biden as pulling out of Afghanistan with no plan, no rationale, handing over control to the Taliban, and yet getting more deeply involved in Ukraine. I think it's a big problem for them, and he could be inviting a challenge from the left. Last point, why were there 12 people at AOC's town hall meeting? These people are famous for being famous. She has millions of followers on social media, and about the same number when I invite the girls to hang out on a Thursday night at her town hall.
In the biggest city in the world. I mean, you'd think she'd have a few more actually organic supporters.
Just take them off the street. Let's go.
I know. And it'd be interesting to see if the Republicans can kind of peel away those young anti-war voters from the Democrats. All right, Kellyanne, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you, Jesse. Thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.